What's up? What is going on, honey? It is Jamie. That's me here. Go ahead and like the video as you guys come in. We will be talking about quite a few things today. So let me go ahead and, pop up or whatnot on the screen. What's up, everybody? I hope that you guys can hear me clearly without issue. Okay, I see that my mic is on. It's not muted, girl, so y'all should be able to hear me. Okay, I got a few things we're going to get into. Of course, we're going to be talking about Real Housewives after show. Gonna touch on that. A little bit of Carlos's podcast, just a teeny weeny bit, honey. We're going to talk about P Valley, Love Match Atlanta, and we got to get into this is messy. Okay, so as you guys come in, please be sure to go ahead and like the video. What's up, everybody? What's up, Omar? What's going on, Mikey, honey? What's up, Dawn? Yes. What's up, Lindsay? Yes. It's been a long time no see, Mikey. So welcome back. Oh yeah, how can I forget? We're also talking about Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip because I did see episodes 2 and 3. I felt like 3 kind of fell a little flat for me, but we're gonna talk about it anyway. So without further ado, okay, hoping everybody went ahead and did what they needed to do, like and share the video. So let's go ahead and get into some things. First things first, Carlos podcast, okay? Sonya, he says, has been looking for a moment. I agree with Carlos on that. I do feel like Sonya has been looking for a moment over there on Real Housewives of Atlanta with Miss Drew. I feel like Drew really ain't do nothing to her. I feel like Sonya may also be trying to find her footing. Okay, she knows she wants to get in on the in crowd, which is like Candy, and Miss Kenya or whatever. I feel like at one point she thought that Drew was gonna be the odd girl out, so it only made sense for her to go ahead and try to like come at her too. You know what I'm saying? So that she can kind of align herself with the other ladies. But it's really making everybody that dislike Drew at one point really like her, me being one of those people. Okay, what else we got? He says he believes that Sonya wasn't good, okay, as far as what she was given. He felt like one of the producers went to her and told her, listen, girl, whatever you give into the TV is trash. It's really not looking good for you at this time, so you might want to hype it up a little bit. So the best thing for her to do is to come after Drew, because we know she wasn't going to come after nobody else, because honestly everybody else is pretty much an old head. So why would she come after those people when they pretty much already have settled in fan bases, right? Maybe Marlo, maybe not, but Marlo is kind of like an old head, just not an old head peach. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. He says that she's using Drew to be relevant. That was interesting. I was like, I ain't expect him to go that hard. Not so much she using Drew to be relevant, but he ain't lying when he said, okay. He also says that Sonya is a clout chaser. And then he also didn't want to hear nothing about them medals. Like, girl, it was a rehearsed read, according to Carlos. You've been waiting all of your life to say that, so you finally got the opportunity to say that. So that's what it was giving. Okay, so Carlos was definitely on Sonya's head. I just wanted him to blatantly say that he didn't like her. But he did say at one point he wasn't like, Drew wasn't likable to him, but now he thinks that she's likable. So the same thing could happen with Sonya as well, and I think that's just in general for anybody. Okay, because like I said, I was liking Drew in the beginning. I was like, okay, let's see what she gives. Then it was like, oh, I don't know if I like her like that. And then now I'm back like, okay, Drew, you all right. You got your ways, girl. But you cool. We gonna deal with you as you come, okay? But let's get into this after show real quick, because Drew is still sticking beside Drop It with Drew. And people are saying that she told them in the beginning that she was the face of Drop It with Drew. But I'm like, was she really just the face of Drop It? Was that? Because it seems like she's been pitching this like this is her business and it's been around for years. And I'm like, no, it hasn't, Drew. You up here lying. You need more people. So she says that she miscalculated. I think she was saying she miscalculated when it came to her weight. Girl, you miscalculated a whole lot with your little lying self. You miscalculated how long you've been in business, and you miscalculated the weight loss that you had. Sitting up here lying. Drop the lies with Drew. Okay, so Kenya speaks on getting out of hand with Marlo, and she says she is a bully and she's tired. I mean, Kenya, you kind of been a bully at one point a little bit too, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Now it's like Marlo turn to give it to you or whatever. And I'm not featuring Marlo. Let me be honest, okay? So she says she doesn't believe Marlo is her friend because friends don't try to hurt each other. Marlo's definitely not your friend, okay? I do feel like Marlo is an opportunist. Okay, and we'll keep going on that because I think I got something in my notes about her and Candy. It's like Marlo's an opportunist, and that's just what it is. So Candy says that she asked Drew if she was just the face. And in my opinion, Drew lied. Drew says her math don't be mathing all the time. He showed motherfucking don't, and I'm glad that you know. I'm glad you know, but you knew how long Ralph was down there in Tampa, though, didn't you? I bet you that math was adding up, huh? Anyway, so Drew clears it up and says that she was the face at first, but then it changed to them being like in a partnership. And I'm like, Drew, is it? I guess it's a partner. Okay. All right, Drew, you got it. Drop it with Drew, girl. Just don't be lying. Okay. Faking these people are expecting to see some real results and you ain't showing them nothing. I feel like results is what really make people want to buy into your products. You know what I'm saying? When it's stuff like that, like we want to see results and you're not giving us results, and the results that you are giving, you're lying about. So it makes nobody want to, drop nothing down with Drew. But anyway, so Marlo says that Kenya is Miss number 2. And I'm like, why she got to be Miss number 2? If Kenya's Miss number 2, who's number 1? Maybe it's Candy, but you don't like Candy either, so leave it to you. Candy would be number 2 as well. Oh, okay. So she says that Kenya started this mess. And I don't feel like Kenya started it. You know what I'm saying? Because Monyetta opened up the conversation. You asked Kenya whether or not she said whatever she said to Candy, and she told you the truth and said she did. So honestly, I feel like you started it, girl. You started it, but I mean, I guess, whatever. So Marlo really thinks that Kenya because there was some things that she was saying in the confessional. Marlo says that Kenya knows how to poke. She knows how to poke at you, and she says that she has to just sit there and just laugh at her in her face. And I'm just like, you really think that Kenya sits up here all day trying to think about what's going to tick Marlo off? I don't think none of these ladies sit up there and think about you half as much as you think about them. That's not, I don't agree with that. So Kenya says Marlo acts like her husband. They act like they like you, they love you, all that other great stuff. But then as soon as they can, they'll try to destroy you with their words. Oh my. Oh, maybe that's why Marlo asked where Mark was at. Maybe that's why she wanted to talk about Mark, because they be acting the same. So Candy speaks on the buzz and panties. Now, Candy, I cannot get with you on the buzzing panties, only just because I just feel like if that's not what they wanted to do, they just didn't want to do it. And you can't make them feel okay with that based on whatever happened in the past. They should be okay with it. Okay, that was the past. How they feel now is different. They don't want to do it. So Candy says that the single ladies were the ones that were the most bothered and thinks that it's weird for them to complain. And I just don't think anything's weird of that. Like, it's somebody else's husband that's going to be able to buzz their cootie swat. Like, it's like, Candy, just be like, okay, wrong game, wrong time. Maybe I'll be more mindful of the next one I pull out, because I'm gonna keep pulling out stuff out my bedroom candy bag. Okay, I'm gonna keep promoting the company. I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do. It's just that I'll be a little more mindful about how I go about doing it the next time. Right? So Kenya thinks Candy should have owned up to putting her in an uncomfortable situation. I do agree with that. Okay. Candy keeps going to Candy keeps going back to having Kenya saying she could get it. So she keep going back to, I guess it was it Cynthia's bachelorette party or whatever they did for one of the Housewives. I think it was last season. And Kenya said that Candy could get it in front of Todd. And for some reason, she's trying to relate the two, just because this woman said that you could get it. And then here it is. It's the issue. It's not an issue for you to say it in front of my husband. But then here we are, and my husband could possibly buzz your panties or whatever. And now it's a problem. Absolutely, yes, it is. Because when she said you could get it, she was also talking about you, not your husband. So it's not an excuse that she could use for me, and that's just for me to think that whatever it was okay. But everybody knows Candy's gonna pull out her bedroom candy. Y'all know she gonna promote. That's what she does. But I mean, if she wasn't comfortable, she just wasn't comfortable, and it is what it is. What else? So Candy, no. So yeah, I said, no, you just don't want to accept that no one is interested in that. Kenya says that she shouldn't invalidate how she feels, okay? Meanwhile, we learned that Sheree actually did wear the panties, but I feel like she said that on the show. It's just that she left the remote upstairs, so it really didn't do anything, right? Because her remote wasn't down there, okay? Sheree and Candy are supposedly in a better place since the sauna incident that took place when they got into the little argument, so they're now in a better place. Marlo thinks because she has known Candy the longest, she feels as though she and Candy should be closer. And I'm thinking to myself where the opportunist comes in at, because I feel like Marlo thought at some point that Nene was truly that girl, right? And I feel like she followed behind Nene. And now that you ain't, now Nene ain't on the pedestal that she once was on, now you feel like you and Candy should be closer, but you're not doing anything for Candy to be closer to you. But I feel like Candy is doing stuff for you, but you're not returning the favor. So, yeah, that's not, no, ma'am, Miss Marlo, that's not connecting with me. Candy refuses to just admit the mess. Oh, Candy just refuses to admit the mess up. Right. Well, at least Sheree keeping up with her lie. She need to keep up with that website. Marlo is gonna dredge up this thing every damn chance she gets, and you know it. You know it. She's enjoying being at it with the old heads. Okay, she's enjoying this. It's giving her more camera time and more interviews and more things to talk about, like, and making her more relevant to come into the next season. She's been poking at Kenya this whole time. She's been ignoring her. Right. I really don't like Marlo anymore. She could have stayed a friend of the show. Listen, the lies they tell and really believe them. Listen, it's a mess. It's a mess, Miss Marlo, girl. Get it together. Y'all know she's trying to hold on to that peach so she could come back next season. And I feel like that's fine, but maybe go at somebody else. Because she just be giving me too fake for me. Like, how you dog Candy out, dog her husband out, dog Kenya and them out, but then want them to be your friends. See, you mad at the fact that Kenya said to you that Candy not effing with you, which I do feel like she should have let Candy tell her that. However, she tells you that, so it makes you probably feel like that foster kid, because you know one thing about Marlo, she gonna keep reminding us that she was a foster child. Okay, so I feel like it probably made her feel rejected or something when she heard that. So that's why she came at Kenya the hardest. But I don't know why she got such a hard on for Kenya. I do not know I don't get it, but I mean, maybe it's some jealousy rooted somewhere up in there, girl. I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about Love Match Atlanta real quickly, okay? Because I know y'all want to get to what we really here for, which is this is the Macy girl. So let me run through this stuff. So Shay tells Lamont about the fight between Joseph and Paris, because y'all know Joseph showed his mother. Hello? Joseph showed his mother at that event, yelling, going outside, telling the cameraman, don't come out here and everything. Then I think that it was rumored that he broke up with the girl in the parking lot, just embarrassed her, all because she didn't want to dance with him. But whenever she tries to get your attention, you keep having a laptop open and you keep doing work. So what you want her to do? So now she played you in front of everybody. So now you embarrassed, and it's just your fault. So he definitely showed his ass. Come to find out, Paris done packed up her bag. Paris took her to North Carolina. He over there on the phone with Shay, crying his eyes out because he missed his girl. He wants his girl back, honey. What else ended up happening? Meanwhile, on the other hand, Ming really could care less. Ming could care less what happens with their relationship as long as they come over here and they pick up this motherfucking dress, because Ming has to sell her dress. And one thing about Ming is going to be expensive. Like, she's selling dresses for what, $30,000? You can get some beautiful dresses for 10%. Girl, what? $30,000 for a dress, not the wedding, just a dress? And she be upcharging on what she on her matchmaking services. Ooh, girl, I cannot with Ming. Anyway, so Joseph over there trying to navigate his life without Paris being in town, but he really should be able to fall right into it because he was already doing the business before she came along. So technically, it's really his business anyway. So he should be able to keep the ball rolling. Now, the Love Duo are working on this big event. They're trying to launch the Love Duo University, right? Or the Matchmaking Duo University. But of course, the conversation comes up about Kelly, because Kelly is getting serious with her man that lives out of the state, and he wants her to relocate at some point, but their business, of course, is in Atlanta. So they're having to navigate that and figure that out. But it leaves Tana in limbo, because she's like, well, girl, what happens? Like, if you go there, we're supposed to build up our business here. What the hell happens if you go? So Kelly is just like, well, girl, it was always you and I. So what I need you to do is just like kind of like fall back for a second and help, like, let me figure some stuff out. Okay, I don't need you up here pressuring me all the time. But because of that, Tana got emotional, I guess, at the thought of probably losing her friend, even though she really ain't gonna go nowhere. And you know, the disruption to the business, I feel like they're gonna have to deal with it long distance. It ain't gonna be like it's something new. She just probably gonna have to take time, you know, coming down. It may be, oh, I'll be in Atlanta for the entire first quarter or something like that. Then I'll, you know, go back, and then I'll probably come back down the third quarter. I don't know how she gonna work it out, but I'm sure they'll figure it out and they'll make it work if the business means that much to the both of them, right? So Joseph calls to speak with Shay about Paris, and Shay calls him out and lets him know know that he was out of line for how he was acting, and he really needs to go get him some help on anger management or whatever he got going on, because he really did show his ass. He really did show. I was shocked a little bit. I was there. He was queening out. As much as he liked to use queen, as Miss Ming say, he was definitely queening out. He was showing his ass, okay? Paris calls to talk to Ming. She says she was disappointed and embarrassed because that's not how he normally acts. But at the end of the day, we already know that Paris finna go back to him because she quote unquote loves him. She wants to be with him and she wants that ring. And we also learned that she invested a whole lot of money into his company. So I know she feeling a way about walking away with an L. Ooh, child. So yeah, when I heard that, I said she'll be back for sure. They do the matchmaking lunch. Tana decides to go over and have a conversation with Kelly's man about him somewhat disrupting their plan and taking his taking his girl off to Detroit. And I just felt like, Tana, that wasn't your place to have that conversation. Did you get permission from Kelly to address her man about that situation? I don't think she should have said anything to that lady man. No, you could talk to me. Okay, if you want to have that much of a sit down, we all can sit down and maybe have a conversation about it, but don't address him. Okay, because we really ain't even sorted out on our end. Don't be going over there applying pressure, because then he may look at it like I set you up to go have this conversation with him. Or maybe it was something that I missed when I was watching the episode. Maybe she told her to approach him. I don't know. I was looking like she shouldn't have did that. What else? So later on, we see where Kelly actually ended up getting proposed to. Now, when I saw the preview, I thought it was going to be Joseph proposing to Paris, but I was completely wrong. It was Kelly getting proposed to, and it was cute, I guess. And yeah, she accepted it, of course. So I think she really finna be gone now. She's not finna be in Atlanta. That was pretty much the episode. What we did learn at the very end was that Joseph and Paris were not together. This was like 3 months later. Still not together since the incident took place. Paris goes into detail and says that he tried to shut her out. She admits to being an opportunist because, of course, Shay called her opportunist, and she said she is an opportunist for things that are going to benefit her and her children. So there you have it. Okay. I felt like she had nothing to show for it, but it seems like she just might have something to show for it. Okay. So Joseph and Paris have this Instagram page. So it looks like, I mean, they may be back together. I know there was a lot of images and video of them together. So it looks like they in a better place. So he says family. It looks like RBL app has done it again. Paris said yes months ago, as we were forced to keep our engagement a secret. We are getting married September 4th. So y'all was forced to keep it a secret on the show. He says, I guess he meant to say, we were okay with making good, quote unquote, TV, but we were not okay with lies, emasculating, false narratives, and the degradation. Let me blow this up here, honey. And the degradation of what we have built for our people to find real love. We had great hopes for what could be, but not all opportunities pan out to be the best opportunity. Lies, emasculating, false narratives, and degradation. Like, what was the lie? What was emasculating? You just mad at what it sounds like to me. When he came onto the show, he just really mad that he didn't get the output that he was expecting on his end. Okay, I guess he thought he was gonna have more fans and more people in his favor or something. I just feel like he's speaking from a place where he didn't get that. So now you trying to downplay the show and the production, I guess. But it's also giving that I wouldn't be surprised if Joseph joins up for yet another season, in my opinion. So he goes on to say there are so many things we can say in regards to what was done and said, but we have decided to let God and the universe take care of that. With that being said, a couple of weeks ago, we made the decision together to resign from the show and get back to real life, real people, and our real Black love movement. So that's what they're going to get back to. I feel like some of this also got something to do with Shay and the things Shay had to say about them. He says, we want to say thank you to all of our supporters. We have some exciting things coming. It's only the beginning. I can't wait to officially call her Mrs. Dixon. Well, I mean, if that's what y'all want to do, good luck. I guess it's good for Black love, but I still feel like Joseph needed that therapy, and I doubt he got all of that done in them 3 month time span. But I don't know. Okay, she seemed to be happy, so we'll see how it's gonna go in the future, whether they make it or they don't make it. So either way, child, like I said, honey, good luck. Okay, now we have Mrs. Dixon already, and that's Robin Dixon. I can't. He blocked all the cast on social media. Now I'm blocking everybody on social media. Why is that? See, Joseph don't like to be held accountable for his actions. See, at the beginning, I was okay with Joseph not wanting to do like the whole certification. It was like, why he got to do what y'all want him to do? Like, I mean, he's still getting money. You know what I'm saying? It's like a person that probably went to school, got their degree, but somebody else is doing something similar and making way more money. Like, and they didn't even go to school. So how you gonna be mad at them because they chose to do a different route and they about just as successful as you, if not more successful? So I mean, at first I was understanding that, but now as I'm watching Joseph just don't like to be held accountable for his actions, and he likes to make excuses for things. And that's the problem that Paris is going to continue to have down the road when it comes to him. And the only thing that's going to really be able to keep them holding on and keeping them together for real, in my opinion, is the tiny bit of love that they do got. And primarily it's going to be this business that they share together, because they're going to be feeling like, you know how you be with somebody for so long, you may feel like, dang, I mean, we got a lot of history. Well, it's going to be more than just the love history, the relationship history. It's going to be the business history. Good luck trying to figure that out. Yikes, honey. But I just wanted to read that to you guys, that you know what's going on as we go ahead and we shift gears, honey, and we get into the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Girl, let's talk about it. I feel like episode 3 fell flat for me. Let me see. Is my mouse working? Because I know I needed to charge it. Okay. So let's see here. Vicki is pissed with Brandi. Okay. These are episodes 2 and 3. She pissed with Brandi because, you know, at the table, Brandi is good for telling somebody to shut the fuck. Okay, that's one thing Brandi gonna do. She said she's a bird. What she said? I think she said birds of a feather flock together or something like that. And that's a bird that I'm not flocking to or whatever. So I thought that was funny. So the ladies sit around and discuss the virus. They discuss the vax, and they also discuss boosters and stuff. And Dorinda got super upset with Vicki because Vicki is a anti-vax. So whatever the case is, like, she really got upset with her. And it's like, ma'am, if that's something she chooses to do, let her do it. You don't see her yelling at you because you chose to be somebody that got the jab. Like, why? Like, I'm like, let her do what she gonna do. And it's sad because, as important as it may be to a ton of people, it also sucks for those individuals that had to sit up here and be forced to get it in case they, you know, either you get it by this time or you're going to lose your job, right? So you force these people to get it, and then within a few months, it don't even matter no more. And some of these people are out of a job because they chose not to get it, if that's what you chose to do. But it's not even a force or requirement at this point. It would behoove you. Okay, if that's how you feel, it will behoove you to get it. But if you don't, then that's your personal choice. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why she was giving her the 3rd degree. But for me, it also was giving this. You know what, Dorinda? I'm seeing it. You do not like Vicki for real. And I feel like that, see, yeah, the way Vicki gonna end up being on Brandi head, you are on her head, Dorinda, because when it came down to her relationship and the dude breaking up with her and all that other stuff, you felt the need to bring that up at the table. And it's like, girl, you know, you didn't have to bring that up. You just wanted to get her in her feelings, get all the ladies in her business, asking questions and whoop that la la la. Like, girl, you don't like that lady for real. We see you, Miss Dorinda, honey. We see you. What else going on? She just want a problem, just like Vicki want a problem with Brandi. So later on, what we get, Eva and Taylor, they bond over their traumatic history of their exes. Okay, y'all know Eva was with Kevin McCall, and that right there was a whole fool. That's her daughter's dad. Whew, it was a whole lot going on when they were together. I liked them together. I thought they were cute until we saw more details and how, I ain't gonna say the man crazy, but honey, how crazy it got is what I'll say. Yeah, that was a whole mess. So she kind of, you know, shed some tears and bonded with Taylor over that particular situation. Low key, Dorinda, she just as wasted as Brandi. Is she? Was she just as wasted? Dorinda lost loved ones to the C-19. That's why she went at Vicki about the and that makes sense, and that's fine if that's the case. But it's like that lady said, Vicki said she also lost people to it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't believe that the jab does that. But I believe that it do. I do believe that is what it do. So I'm like, if that's her thoughts, let that be her thoughts, because ain't nobody finna come at you for your thoughts. Like, yeah, you may have lost people to C-19, but she probably feel like she lost people to the jab. I know I felt like that, Because I've had people in my life that was here, and then as soon as they got it, like 2 to 3 weeks later, they was out of here after they got the jab. You see what I'm saying? So it definitely made me be like, now wait a minute, Susan. Now what? Now that's just me. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to feel away about that, girl, feel away about that. But that's just my personal opinion. Those are my thoughts. Just like, y'all may feel like people should get it. So I understand why she felt the way, but I just feel like she was coming down a bit too hard on her. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. Anyway, so what else happened? So Dorinda and her scare mission. First of all, Jill arrives. Okay, Jill arrives. Then we go to this house, and it's like, Dorinda, what is going on with you with these mysteries and stuff? Like, I wouldn't want to be on this trip. This trip, I don't know. I think it was Jill that said it. Jill said, wait a minute, are you kidding me? These people get to go to Turks and Caicos, and you sending us over here to the motherfucking Bluestone Manor? Tell us y'all ain't got a budget without saying you ain't got no motherfucking budget. Did you send us over here? Meanwhile, Dorinda getting a check because honestly, y'all staying in her house. So she finna get all the fees and the rates and whatever else y'all finna pay her for being in her home. Okay. So, yeah, but I would not have wanted to go. I know they was excited. Yay, we get away and we get to get paid for it and we get to hang out with the ladies for about 2 weeks or whatever the case may be. But I don't want to be around no spirits like that, ma'am. Anyway, so Brandi looking around asking one of the guys if his wife was a lesbian. And then I don't know who she thought. I guess she thought the lady she was talking to. I don't know if she was a medium or what she was. I don't know if she thought that lady was his wife or something. But girl, Brandi is on something. That's just what it is. Like, I could tell from that lace she wearing, it's looking real bad. Her skin looks horrible. It's giving very much sickly. Okay. So yeah, she has some stuff going on with her. I was like, girl, what the fuck is happening with Brandi? Asked the man if his wife's a lesbian. He's like, no, she's not. I kind of find out the lady that's trying to tell them about the salad is the woman that's his wife. So Brandi was just on some other, I don't know. What else we got going on? Brandi wants to ask questions about the season. She said, I think everybody, since we're all from different seasons, we all should ask each other about the seasons. Phaedra said, girl, I don't like that. Because I already know y'all finna send me down that road to ask me about Miss Candy, and I don't want to talk about Candy at all. So I don't like games like that. We're not playing no games like that. Right? So this is when Tamara decided that she was going to hop in the conversation and say that Brandi believes everything that she reads and all of that. So when she says that, Brandi tells her to shut the. And I said, if Brandi don't do nothing else, baby, she gonna tell you to shut your ass up. So this is when Tamara was like, girl, you don't talk to me. You don't tell me to shut up. You shut up. So they having a bickering. Vicki jumps in and tells her, don't you dare talk to her like that. Don't you talk to that woman. And it's like, Vicki, Tamara got it. She really didn't need your 2 cents. Tamara got it. Eva walks up and she's just like, okay, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Like, no. Vicki said, well, you need to talk to her because she's the one that said it. She said it to her. You know what? You need to go somewhere if you don't even know what's going on. Eva said, ma'am, girl, in all sincerity, I am not the one. Okay. In all sincerity, I'm not the one. I said, come on, Eva, let her know. I ain't the one. Now you could try it with these blonde heads around here, but this one right here, you're not going to try it with. I will definitely get with you. It's just, girl, let's keep going. What else? Brandi got cussed out again at a later time by Taylor. Dorinda and Tamara over there talking about Vicki, talking about how Vicki has been waiting to just pounce on Brandi because she just don't like her. And I feel like, so Tamara says in the confessional, no, Dorinda, I don't think it's Vicki. I think it's you. And I said, no, Dorinda is waiting to pounce on Vicki and Vicki is waiting to pounce on Brandi. They the same BIT. That's what they doing. Period. That's what it is. Later on, we see where Vicki's not feeling well. She had to go out to the hospital. And Tamara was like, girl, I'm not going with you because every time we go somewhere, you're accident prone or you're sickly. And I just don't have the capacity at this time. Right. So that's that. That's when my attention span definitely shortened. And I don't know what else really happened after that. Oh, I do know they did this competition that Eva ended up winning. which was good because Eva took off on the ladies and she was gone. And Phaedra was trying to keep up, but she was just a tad bit too slow for me. I know several people who had passed after the jab, people that had complications before the jab. Okay. The jab people against the people who don't want the jab is a mess. Ain't it a mess? Just let these people do what they're going to do because they're going to do that anyway because that's just how they is. I wonder why they had to have it all Bluestone Manor. Dorinda act like she wants to put people out her house and stuff. Couldn't be me. I don't know why they had to have it there. Everything there. And then them tired ass dinners. And I said, I know the girls is hungry. I know Phaedra and Eva are hungry. Like, I'm looking at this food like this is not enough. It should be enough, right? Shouldn't be eating that much. However, this right here is just not enough. It's not. Enjoying the live so far. Make sure you hit the like button. Yes, please go ahead and do that. Thank you all so much. I did not know that the meme of the cat. Listen, I didn't either. Excuse me. I didn't know that either. I did not know that either until I saw it. I did chuckle though. I thought it was funny. I would have wanted to go to a tropical island. They sent them to Bluestone. Right. Like, why would you let's go to it. Why we could have went anywhere. Really, y'all could have sent them to Florida and them ladies would have been happy. Y'all didn't have to send them to no damn Bluestone Manor. Yikes. I guess since they ex-housewives, y'all ain't got no budget for them, girl. But anyway, y'all, I guess, honey, good luck. Let's move on. Y'all know I'm trying to keep it to an hour or whatnot, girl. I'm going to try my best. Let's go ahead and talk about P Valley. Girl, let me pull this up. These ain't my notes, but we finna get into the episode. Did y'all watch P Valley? Girl, it was giving D Valley. Girl, it was giving D Valley. Girl, this is not P Valley no more. Girl, this thing is giving D Valley. Listen. Oh, wow. Well, if one thing Lil Murda gonna do, he gonna murder some, honey. Let's get into it, okay? So let's talk about it. So the episode begins with Toy, who's been dealing with allergies all season, sneezing on a customer while giving her a lap dance. As soon as I saw this lady that she was dancing on, I said, listen, this is the same lady that was there crying last year. Now that I do remember, because wasn't she getting a divorce or something like that? And she gave away all her divorce settlement money or something like that. I said, this the same lady. And the lady kept, I think she wanted her to take off her mask and wanted to see her face or something like that. And she took it off and then she took this lady mask off too. And I'm like, now why you got to take that lady mask off? Okay, man, that's what they should have played with the music, mask on, mask off, or whatever that song. Future got a song like that, mask off, mask off. But anyway, girl, let's keep going. So she ended up sneezing on that lady, and when she sneezed on that lady pretty much went crazy. And it was so disgusting because they did the slow-mo, and you saw all of the action, whatever it's called, come out on this lady's face, and her mouth was open. She went crazy in that BIT. She decided to shut them down. They are under violation and they cannot open up until they get all these protocols in order. So they are pretty much stuck like Chuck. And I'm like, y'all gonna have to get rid of her. It's a few people y'all probably gonna have to get rid of, but y'all should have got rid of her last week when she was around there doing all that mother sneezing. For real, for real. Okay, that's what y'all should have been got rid of her. But anyway, so the pink has to shut down. And they got to wait. They got to get everything together until it's time for them to open back up. And of course, she got to approve it. And I think they tried to get it cleared, but she said she went in there and found some other violations, or they got to finish up with stuff, so they still can't open. So it's putting them in a tight spot. What else happened? Let's see. I'm trying to fast forward here. Okay, so I believe there's a curfew that was put in place in an attempt to manage rioting and some other things that's been going on, okay? Because I believe a black man ended up getting harmed by the police. So the employees at the Pink weren't the only ones that were affected by the curfew. So, of course, when this happens, I believe it affects the tour that Murda and them are doing. So they may not be able to hit all the spots like they really want to because places going to be shut the hell down, right? So what else ended up happening? I believe the next stop was Birmingham. So while they were on their way to the next stop of the tour in Birmingham, they got the news that a curfew would be put in place there. Okay. This means that there would not be a club appearance for the two headliners on tour. So I'm wondering if that's also a bit of loss of money. I would think so if you can't perform, but then it's really not your fault because it's a curfew in place and you got to abide by that, right? So yeah, and also Big Teak was just tripping the entire time. I think the black boy getting harmed by the police is what really had him on another one. Okay, so they had that going on. Let's see. I also think the mayor had to shut them down. Oh yeah, I think so. I know he said some things to what you call it, mama, the what's Mercedes mama. But anyway, let's keep going, girl. So yeah, throughout this episode, it's obvious that being in jail has weighed heavy on Big Teak's conscience and has made him think a lot about their country and the way black people are treated. Because he did do this long monologue about it doesn't matter what type of NIGGA you are, you still just an NIGGA. It's not gonna matter, right? Don't matter how successful you are. I mean, I feel like he got a point though, child. It don't matter how successful you are, girl, they will always remind you. But anyway, his reactions differ from everyone else's on the tour, right? What else happened? I didn't understand. Is his name Rome? I think it's Rome. Rome, I thought he was really finna beat I thought Big Teak was really finna beat Rome's ass, because Rome just kept saying, like, what did the black boy do for such and such things to have happened to him? And it's like, why would you say some shit like that? Why would it have to be his fault? It couldn't be somebody else's fault. Like, you just make this ignorant statement and don't have all of the details. You just, what he had to have done something for those type of things. So it's like, what kind of background do you got? Where do you come from? Where did you grow up at? Like, why are you just like, why does this not click for you? You know what I'm saying? So it was very weird to see Big Teak about to fight Rome, but then it was weird because he ended up turning all of his anger over to this white girl, but not really weird because she was white. But then it was like, she's still a female, like, you should be pouncing on him. You know what I'm saying? If you want to fight somebody. So that whole scene was giving very much weirdness for me. I don't know. I feel like they probably didn't really shoot that scene right, but that's just what I was thinking. Yeah, I think Rome was definitely out of pocket for what he was thinking. He had already cut off the damn TV when the boy was over there watching the TV. He cut it off. Just, I can't. Oh, actually, they were playing Masked Off by Future at the time when she took the. Oh, so they were playing it. Okay, I don't even remember what they were playing. Okay, thank you. Ron was saying some ignorant stuff. Of course, so there's a lot of talk all over Facebook about Montavious being connected to Big Bone. What you think about that? Now, why the hell would she be connected to Big Bone? I would think Whisper is probably more connected to Big Bone. However, I'm sorry, not Big Bone, but to Montavious. However, Big Bone would end up being the person that you least expect. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't expecting that. I also saw, speaking of Big Bone, a lot of people saying that her acting is terrible, it's horrible, but I felt like her acting was fine because everybody is having to force themselves to have a Mississippi accent when Mississippi people don't even talk like that. You know what I'm saying? So she's just trying to make sure she delivers on the accent. But I mean, I thought she was doing fine. You know what I'm saying? But yes, sensibility speaks. I feel like Whisper was the one that probably was more connected to Montavious than Big Bone. But that would be interesting to see. That would be really, really interesting to see. Let's see what else happened. So all right, so Big T goes back to his room, y'all. So he in his room, you know, trying to get his thoughts right. Murder is supposed to be working on a song because they ended up hearing DJ Never Scared on the radio, right? So then, of course, the manager called him. He's been trying to get Murder on a track with a big artist. And Murder's like, I don't know who the artist is. It don't matter who the artist is. You're going to be on the radio, so you should be glad. So he's working on getting that track to him because he needs it ASAP. So when Big T goes into the room, you got Murder in the bathroom, focusing on his music. Big T hears him, and then he goes in there. So you know what I'm saying? Big T, listen, I don't think you had to pee, but you damn sure made some piss come out. But I don't think you had to use the bathroom like that. And I should have known so was gonna go down the way. What's his name? Murder was in the tub, but then I could have sworn he looked at that man thing and then got up and went on out. I said, oh, well, then this is gonna, okay, we got some action because it's gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? And it went down. It went down, girl. Listen. Oh, girl, it just went down. It went all the way down. I wasn't mad at it because they always showing women, you know what I'm saying, revealing themselves and doing all this and you know what I'm saying. So I wasn't tripping off of them. But I will say he played that role. Murder did the hell out of that scene. It was a bit sexy. It was a bit sexy. And I was just like, Murder, you sure you ain't been down this road before? Now, see, I'm going to say, you know what I'm saying, you straight because you got your wife and stuff. However, bisexual people do exist, and you could be one. Either that or you is one hell of an actor. Okay? You too, T. We're going to give you a few props too because you knew your position. And I'm not going to lie. I was over there looking at the screen like, what's her name? Miss Janet Jackson. Oh, and who's doing the bending? Because that's what I'm trying to find out. So it's Teak. Well, let me get a little peek. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, well, let me see what's going on, girl. So they got it in, y'all. They got it in. It was giving passion. It was, I have to say, it was indeed giving passion. I said, oh, y'all did this before. Okay, now him pulling out the condom, and he done took the condom with his mouth in his hand and then went down. I said, oh, wow. Listen, I just have questions that need answers. Well, y'all been down this road before, cause y'all played that too well. I can't be the only person. They did that very well. Listen to me, okay? I said, damn. Okay. Now who's doing the bending? I'm for real. I literally was thinking, I was like, who's doing the bending? Like, who's going to, because I haven't seen Murder do that. So I was like, is Murder about to switch roles here or what? But Murder was giving. And, maybe it's silly of me to think this, but I'm like, shoot, seeing Housewives Tinky, Big Teak, I thought he probably was just ready to, go in there. But he was like, nah, you got it. And I was like, he sure do, honey. He do. He had it. He had it, girl. He had it. He did. He did. You right. You is right. Somebody said there must be a good check. Listen. It has to be a good check. Okay, yesterday's price is not today's price. Whew. Yesterday's not thick teak. It was definitely giving thick teak. Let me tell you something. I need to know, were they actually a couple at some point, or did Teak always have a crush on him? It's giving they probably have experimented with each other before. And then yet here we are, they're doing it again. But when Teak was sitting over there the next morning, because first of all, he done put Murder to bed. Okay, so Murder just sleep, girl. He wake up, Teak sitting over there in the windowsill, girl. As soon as I saw that postcard, I knew what was up. Okay, I said, oh, he's not happy. That man said, you ain't never sent me no postcard. I was like, well then Teak, wait a minute. Okay, you got lyrics. So if you got lyrics from him, why he needed to send you postcards? Like, what more do you want from him? You done got the D. You done got lyrics. What else? I mean, shit. What else you want? You been, you know what I'm saying? You should be a little grateful, a little happy. But why do I wonder if, because Murder loves Uncle Clifford so much, I wonder if he's going to feel like he cheated on her or something. You know how people be feeling guilty, like even though they love somebody, they had a little breakup right now, whatever, they may go off and do something, for however they were feeling in that moment, but then probably have a little guilt later. I wonder if that's going to come up. How he gonna send postcards when he wasn't traveling anywhere? He was too busy in the club with Clifford. Now he still could have went to the corner store and just got any kind of postcard and mailed it to him though, right? He could have sent them a little something, but I still feel like he got lyrics. Oh, the lyrics was on toilet paper? Oh, wow. Well, then I guess he should complain then. I hollered when he said, who the Cliff? Redbone has hot in the what? was hot in the window and was very hot in the window. Bless you. The look murder gave Teak, LOL. You know you about to get this clearly ready to give it all to him. Oh baby, bring it out to me. Bring it. Okay, because he was giving it wrong. He wasn't the only one getting it, y'all. This was a really interesting episode. He was not the only one that was up there getting it. Okay, I was getting some. Getting some. Oh, girl, because Miss Mercedes. Okay, Miss Mercedes was over there getting it in too. I should have known when she came over to their house. Some told me Coach did not call her. It was Miss Farrah that wanted to see her the whole time. That's what that really was giving. Miss Farrah wanted to see her because Miss Farrah wanted some of her goods. And so Miss Farrah got some of her goods. So they had a great time. And that's just what it was. Girl, I said y'all had a whole lot going on. But I do want to know, Miss Farrah, Miss Coach wife, what you finna do with the photos that you took of Mercedes? I do wonder if they're going to be a positive thing. Maybe she'll post them in a museum or post them somewhere that's going to get Mercedes positive recognition, or if it's going to be a situation that's going to backfire on Mercedes. For me, I just feel like nothing good ever happens for Mercedes. So I feel like those pictures are probably going to end up somewhere that they may not. You know what I'm saying? Even though everybody knows what she does. So yeah, you thought that was graphic. They didn't even show anything like body parts or anything. I mean, they did kind of show Brandi's breast when it came to. Oh, who you talking about, the guys or the girls? Oh, you ain't even talking to me. You're talking to Angie. Mercedes felt so cheap when she left that money on the nightstand. Ooh, she shouldn't have felt cheap. That's what you came for. That's what you signed that contract for. She helping you out. And I don't know. Now I'm kind of thinking about where you get this money from, Miss Farrah, because you talking about you won't be getting no money from your husband. So how you getting the money? What you doing? I don't know. She was in them type of shorts. I wonder if she's going to tell Coach. That would be interesting. Hopefully not. But if she does, I feel like coaches could possibly be jealous, especially if she started taking a liking more to his wife than she does to him. It's gonna get messy, girl. She gonna use the picture to blackmail her. I don't trust her at all, and that's what I'm wondering. I don't know if it'll be blackmail. You could definitely be right, Jay, but it's something about her I'm not trusting, because she's acting like she can't get anything out of her husband, but then at the same time you dropping money on the stand and whatever else you're doing. So I don't know. I think that I have to watch her. They should be paying Mercedes double because they double dipping. That's what I want to know. I think the photos will be blackmail, and I hate that Mercedes told her that she has a daughter, her name, and show her a pic. Right? I was just so confused about that part. I'm like, you don't even much know this lady. You don't even much know this lady for real like that. And you really don't know nothing. Like, you don't know nothing aside from the fact that that's Coach's wife. So, I hope that it doesn't go the way we're thinking. I hope that lady ends up being a good friend that can bail her out at some point, but you never know, because nobody, I mean, it's always some bullshit when it comes to Mercedes, okay? What else happened? Let's see. Okay, the first is, okay, so she get her text messages. Excuse me, it's so much going on. You talk about curfews. It was something else that ended up happening, but she didn't care about none of that. She just wanted to see about what her mama was talking about. I think somebody texted her and said, your mom is so amazing. Your mom is this or that. Like, girl, she can't stand her mama. But I am waiting for the time that they actually have a conversation. Like, when is that going to happen? Because I don't think they've seen each other since they got into that fight. So I am wondering what that interaction is going to be like when they see each other face to face. Let's see what else. So Mercedes rushes over to the Pink, right? Because of course they got the Pink got this new situation where they're shut down. So when they rush over to the Pink, first of all, why is Mercedes so loud and she yelling? Like, hey, I came over as soon as I'm like, girl, shut the hell up. Okay. And I'm surprised that Hailey couldn't even hear them outside. This is Hailey having a conversation with Andre, letting him know that the offer that they're trying to put on the table is not enough for her. But she is willing to sell the Pink. But it seems like Uncle Clifford didn't know what exactly she was doing. So Uncle Clifford and Mercedes is overhearing this. And then, of course, they bust outside and they start going off on her. I love when Uncle Clifford goes off on Hailey. It is the funniest ever. And I absolutely love when Uncle Clifford says the full name. It's just so funny. Ah, poor Hailey. I hope Farrah helps her out in some way. I hope it's not what inferious. Mercedes has had enough heartache. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, but we're gonna see because I don't know. But my thing is, why would old girl blackmail Mercedes? That's what we don't know. Like, it's not like Mercedes is out here really doing things in the public. That's true. I don't know what she would have on her to like want to blackmail her. It could be something that could happen later on down the road. But I don't know. Hailey gets on my nerves. OMG, she's irritating. Hailey is always out for herself, period. She'll look out for you just a little bit, but make no mistakes about it. It's always going to be about Hailey. Always going to be about Hailey. Let me see what else ended up happening. I feel like that's it. Okay, yeah, they cursed her out. So the health inspector, Lauren, returns, gives Uncle Clifford and them the news that they were not hoping for. They still can't open up. They gotta wait till further notice. Let's see. Andre comes back. So Andre, of course, told not Uncle Clifford, but he got Uncle Clifford kind of knew. Uncle Clifford told Andre, "You look like a man who was just cheated on by his wife," which was quite hilarious because that's exactly what it was. So he talks to Hailey, lets Hailey know what was going on, saying that he wanted to run for mayor. He wasn't half as pissed about her cheating as he was mad about her laughing at the fact that he wanted to run for mayor. He thought she was gonna laugh too, but she felt like that was perfect. And I'm like, is it? I don't know. But yeah, so he then came back. He goes over to his uncle's house because the uncle left him the house. But meanwhile, the baby mama done clinked the house out. I said she would have had to bring all my damn furniture back unless it was in the will that she get all the stuff. But anyway, he didn't mind because he's about to turn that spot into his headquarters. Okay, so he's going to be running for the position that his uncle once had. I don't know about y'all, but some part of me still wonder if his uncle could have actually been his dad. I don't know why, but it just makes me like, I wonder if that was really his dad the whole time. Because the uncle already got kids, but it seemed like he just had a special place in his heart for Andre in particular. So it just, I just be wondering. And then at a later time, of course, we can see where the curfew is put in place and Big Bone is about to head out. She and Diamond have this interesting exchange. And I believe he hops on the bike with her and pretty much rides out. Okay, so he gonna go and hang with her and we're gonna see how that relationship is going to develop. But it was a cute episode. It was a cute episode. I think Clifford was mad that Hailey had been plotting to sell the paint from the jump. Of course. That's true. Yes, I think he is Uncle may have been his dad as well. Okay, that's what I was wondering. I mean, his goddaddy may have been his dad. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I've been saying uncle, but it's not his uncle, it's his goddad. But I do think that his goddad was actually his dad, but we'll find out, I guess, hopefully. I didn't see that coming with the wife, but the way he been acting with Autumn, oh well. Also, can they do something about him looking dusty? Hopefully they do. But the way that the wife was in there getting it in with the man, and then the husband bust in there and got to listen about to choke the man out. I said, not them showing no wanga wanga. Oh, wow. Well, equal opportunity here. Okay. Equal opportunity. They showed the wang. He was literally butt naked. He had to run out. Okay. Wow. I don't even know why Andre stood up there and continued to have a conversation. I would have thought that he would have left out the door and let her do whatever she was going to do. And I just felt like, girl, you've been over here sulking and you think you're going to have a conversation with me? You can't talk to me. Not when you're over here sulking at somebody else that you sulking. You can't talk to me with your breath. No, ma'am, you can't. We ain't got no conversation. Okay, go clean your mouth. Period. Nah, the way that guy answered Andre let us know it was going on for a while. Of course, going on for a while. And then my other thing is like, girl, don't you be living downstairs in the basement? Why you had to bring him all the way upstairs? You could have at least just kept him down in the basement. You were gonna do what you gonna do. Keep your mess in the basement. T could have had a little arch in his back for murder since he. scratching the back. Well, Marta said he was gonna get it how he could. And he got it. Ooh. He also could be Uncle Cliff dad, the way Cliff was looking at the funeral in the first episode. Interesting. That would be Miss Hell if Uncle Clifford and Andre are related and siblings. That would be some messy shit. That would be some messy shit. You hear what I say? But I feel like it would be some good shit. Because they'll be running the hell out of Chocolisa. You know what I'm saying? Girl, this was a real interesting episode, honey. Real interesting. Real interesting. But y'all already know what we're about to do. We're about to switch over. We're about to get into This Is Messy. So go ahead and like up the video. Go ahead and like up the video for your girl so that we can go ahead and get into This Is Messy. Okay? Let's do it. Like up the video. Like up the video. And we shall get into some things. Okay? Thank you guys so much. So let's go ahead and get into our first question here. Give me a second. My apologies. Give me a second. All right, let's go ahead and get into the first question. Y'all ready? Let's do it. All right, so first question says, I'm always working. Husband is always working, but suddenly we're broke. Well, then somebody not working or somebody spending up all the money. I just checked his pay stub and noticed he's paying $900 monthly for child support. The baby mama is my 20-year-old cousin who resides in our rent free. I'm hurt and sick. What do I do? Girl, everybody has to go. Baby too. Get your child. Get your child and take them with you. Everybody gonna have to go. Because if I'm gonna do this by myself, then I might as well do it by my mother myself. You hear what I say? Not her being 20 years old, living downstairs in the basement, and she getting $900 up off y'all and she ain't paying no rent. Girl, it sound like hush money to me. To me. It sound like hush money to me. Okay, but it really ain't hush, because if you looking at the pay stub, that means that she done took him to court and got that $900. Now, see that motherfucker right there? She a different type of BIT. To sit up there and take this man to court, get $900 out his check, then live downstairs in your motherfucking basement and live in your house for free. That's a different type of right there, girl. Ooh. And then fuck your man up under your roof. Ooh. That's a different type of right there, girl. That's a different type of woman, y'all. That's wild. That's wild. Folks be way too open with info they should take to the grave, right? Close, but not as good as the mama and daughter story. Right. Damn, she came up, right? She living in your house, living in your basement, rent free, getting $900 on a monthly basis from your man. Rent due on the first, ma'am. I don't know how many kids. I wonder if it's more than one. I do, because I'm like, girl, if you get 900 not K, but $900 off of one kid. Jeez, girl, everybody would get dropped. Something, what the fuck to do? Girl, drop everybody. Everybody gotta go. You're doing it by yourself anyway, so I kick all that out. Sure, like Diamond did Ebony. Now, BIT, you thought I was gone on the Players Club. I done kind of forgot the Players Club. Some parts of it I remember, but it's been so long since I've seen it. But yeah, guys, so that's question one. And I just feel like Miss Girl is a different type of BIT. So let's get over and let's go to question two. Question two says, a wife's phone rang while she was in the shower. I answered. She jumped out the tub, racing, knees to chest sprint. Not knees to chest. Slipped and bashed her forehead in. I was her lover for 3 years. No, it was her lover for 3 years, calling to break it off with her. She lost her memory of their affair. I bet her ass did lose that memory. Not her lover of 3 years calling to break it off. That person felt super comfortable calling her damn phone. Well, that's sad to hear. Need a chest sprint, but you done ran out the shower, so what did you think was gonna happen? Slipped and bashed her forehead in. I don't think her forehead got bashed that hard for her to forget her memory like that now. You know what I'm saying? And he's talking about some advice. Like, why would you want to be with her? She ain't gonna remember your ass either. How she remember you but not the affair? Somebody's lying. Somebody's fibbing. Divorce court. Now she got amnesia now, right? I probably would have played it to her. I don't remember nothing. Take me to the doctor. Because I don't remember. It did something to my front lobe somewhere up in here. I just can't. Who is this person you speak of? Who is he? I don't know him like that. So, yeah. How she know it was him? Let me find out. Bae had a ringtone. Right. Because I'm sure was running, honey. Running. We hate to hear it. Let's go ahead and move on. Question 3. Black Jesus creates murals of her fallen gang members, and everyone loves him. I watch him paint, fed him, flirted, etc. Him. I'm not into men. How did that? Oh, so this must be a guy that sent him this. Okay. I'm not into men. That stung. So I've been destroying his murals with ops gang signs. Someone snitched. Now he ignores me. I miss my friend. Girl, you don't miss no friend. You want that man, and that man don't necessarily want you, and it's okay because there's a whole bunch of other ones out here. Somebody he out here painting murals of fallen members. I mean, he said he ain't into me or whatever like that. I mean, like, you just gotta take it for what it is. I can't help you on that. It ain't nothing that you can do that's gonna change it. Because now that even though you may just want to be friends, I feel like he's gonna have his guard up to where he's gonna think that you may make a pass at him. So it's probably not going to be a good friendship anyway. Like, he's just not gonna feel comfortable around you, unfortunately. But you ain't have to tell that man murals up, causing drama and everything. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the ops to sit up here and fight each other. Like, that's just not cool. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Let's move on to the next one because they wilding. Question 4. Trying to conceal my daytime drinking, so I put my vodka in my water bottle. Conceal your daytime drinking. Okay. I got into a fight with coworker at lunch who flung my water bottle at me. Not your coworker over there flinging. Now, what kind of job you working today over there flinging water bottles and stuff? Spilt my vodka everywhere. I'm being forced to go to rehab or lose my job. Rehab will destroy my reputation. Well, you should have thought about your reputation before you brought your ass in there with a water bottle that had nothing but liquor in it. Okay, your reputation is already destroyed that one of your coworkers had to fling the bottle at your ass anyway. They was going to talk about that, period. You just added fuel to the fire, literally. So now they really finna talk about it. Baby, go ahead and go to rehab. Don't say no. Just go to rehab. You ain't got to stay at that job or go find you another job. Just stop drinking on the job. You know what I'm saying? And now people gonna think that you was drunk when you got into it with a coworker because you had alcohol in your thing. So technically your reputation is already just messed up anyway. You know what I'm saying? So do what you gotta do. Like, I'm just confused. Like, come on, must be why was I thinking, what kind of job you got? Girl, I'm thinking gas station or call center. Like, what is going on? What is going on? It had to be a call center. Girl, it had to be one of them speed dial type of centers, okay? Ooh, somebody said it's giving Burger King. I don't know. You thought vodka? I thought all of the liqueur had some type of smell. Hey, Jacosta, thank them for saving your life. You're an alcoholic. Right. It's okay to admit it. Say it with me. I'm an alcoholic, period. Your reputation is already shot. So it doesn't matter at this point. Go to rehab. My goodness. Probably was in there drinking, cutting up. So she probably been smelled that. Oh, Amsterdam on her breath a while ago and was waiting to expose her. Possibly. I feel like people that may do this on a job, people know when you probably doing this. Okay, so she probably was waiting on the right time to try. As I'm reading this, I feel like this is a guy, but this could have been a woman. I don't know. But I think the coworker probably knew, and I don't think they should worry about their reputation because the reputation is already gone. Just go to rehab. Fix your reputation by going to rehab. That's what you do. Okay. Now let's keep going. Question 5. Question 5. I feel like I may have missed one. Let me see. Oh, maybe I didn't. We're gonna go with this. Gonna rock with this. Okay. So question 5. Boyfriend took me to a hotel for a mini getaway. While there, he confessed that he hadn't paid rent that I gave him in a year because of gambling. I wish I would get this man money. Like, you don't ask for no receipts or nothing. Like, you don't want to see no proof, like where your money goes. Like, you don't want to see nothing. You just trust him to, I guess. I mean, maybe this is a new gambling issue that he just acquired. I don't. Also, his wife is pregnant again. Ooh, girl, y'all, but this is stressful. I don't know which one's. Well, obviously, you being with a man that's married and his wife pregnant again, probably pregnant by him. That's stressful. But you also giving up your money and don't know if he paying the rent. Girl, I pray the apartment is not in your name because the eviction is gonna look terrible on your end. Girl, you took all kind of L's. Ooh, his wife is pregnant again. Our stuff is in the storage. And if we can't afford the hotel, we'll be living in the car. Help. Girl, I can't help this. This is hard. I cannot help you, ma'am. Find the car that you're going to live in and go. I don't know why you're with him anyway. His wife is pregnant again. By who? Is it his child? Boyfriend took me to a hotel for a mini getaway. Girl, wasn't no mini getaway, ma'am. He took you to the hotel because he knew y'all was going to be put out. Okay, that's why you at the hotel. While there, he confessed that he hadn't paid rent that I gave him in a year because of gambling. I feel like she knew this and she just kept giving him money. She knew he had a gambling issue. Also, his wife is pregnant again. By who? So y'all all stayed in this house together. Our stuff is in storage. And if we can't afford the hotel, we'll be living in the car. So he brought you to the hotel for a mini getaway, only to find out that y'all can't afford the hotel anyway. This is too much for me. Somebody help me make sense. This is too much for me. It's too much going on here. I do not understand. This is too much. Girl, that wasn't a getaway, y'all. Why am I thinking about Martin? Because that's exactly what y'all homeless, okay? That was not no getaway. Ooh, Wanda, come get your people, please. Please. I'm where the money resides, okay? I can't. Now he got a girlfriend and the wife sound like Miss Wanda. I can't. I hope some of these people are lying because ain't no way. Listen, I don't know. I feel like these probably some real stories, y'all, but I don't know. Could be lies. They had so many turns. That's okay. So we're here, Soulful Dog. We're here. We see each other because I am just thoroughly like, there are so many problems in this question here. It's so many issues. I guess you all will be living with the wife because where is the wife at? She's pregnant with her, she's pregnant again. Our stuff is in storage. At first, I thought they were saying their stuff was in the wife's storage, but no, their stuff is in storage. So then now this is another layer because if you can't afford the hotel, how are you going to afford the storage? Ma'am, I think at some point you need to start thinking for yourself because he's not thinking of you nor the wife. So you need to start thinking for yourself and you need to start calculating how you're going to get yourself out of the situation because this is a lot for me. Right. Who paid for the hotel? Maybe the wife. Maybe he took the last few dollars. I'm not going to lose. And he went and he spent it on this hotel that she thought was a mini getaway. Whew. Girl, ain't nobody paid for the mini getaway, Don. I mean, it could have been a wife, but ain't nobody. I don't know. They should have just went on seeking sister wives. Right. Girl, this is a lot. I guess they'll be in the car or something. I don't know how to help them on that. I think she should really focus on herself and try to figure out how she's gonna moonwalk out this situation, because he wasn't considering either of them when he was spending up this money. So think about yourself now. It is what it is. His wife, his problem. Move on. You shouldn't have got yourself in this situation anyway, messing around with somebody's husband. So this is what you get. Let's move on. Let's move on. Question 1, starting over. Well, a new set of questions, okay? So my wife had a mini stroke and I don't forgive her. Why? She stroked out while using the Rose toy. I was embarrassed to see the toy fall out when the paramedics came. Everyone knows my Baptist wife would rather F herself than me. How to forgive this betrayal? Well, maybe you don't hit it like the Rose hit it. I mean, I don't know if that's a betrayal. Maybe she feels betrayed. You know what I'm saying? Like, why I gotta be the wife's fault? Like, it could be your fault. Like, why she had to pull it out? Maybe you're not packing a powerful punch like that toy is. I'm not sure. I hate that she, stroked out while using it. Like, does it do that? Does it make you stroke out? Well, obviously you weren't stroking it, so I guess she had no choice but to stroke out. You know what I'm saying? So much wrong is happening here. So much wrong is happening here. Everyone knows my Baptist wife would rather F herself than me. How to forgive this betrayal? I don't understand. Like, I mean, I don't think no man should have an issue with their woman using an item, a toy, if she wants to. Like, leave that lady alone, mind her business. Maybe you ain't in the mood, and she is. That toy may save your life from not wanting to do those things at that time. I'm sure she probably wished that you had one, because she probably don't want to climb up on you all the time. Go get your little something and finger-ling-a-ling and go about your business. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't be want to get into all that all the time. People be tired. They be having long work days and everything. So I don't know what's a betrayal. I mean, he made it seem like another man did. Right. A betrayal? Girl, please go to the next letter. I'm screaming. The Rose gave her something she ain't felt in a long time. Clearly. This is so typical of straight men, mad and envious of a toy. My God, not stroked out. Yeah, stroked out because he wasn't stroking in. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's get to question 2, okay? My husband had a baby with someone else a while back. I forgave him. He spends weekends with her, co-parenting. Girl, they is not co-parenting, girl. They is not, I don't care what y'all talking about. I don't care what y'all say. If this man got a child with somebody else and they spend the whole weekend together, girl, they is not co-parenting. They are a family. For like family. Girl, not Will Smith family. Like they consider Cherie family, but Cherie all the way over there with it. No, ma'am. They is a family. Husband lost his job and asked if they could move into our marital home. For what? She ain't had no job. What you losing your job got to do with her? She ain't got no job. She ain't working. You been paying all her bills and these over here. She says the baby is welcome, but I'm not ready for her to come here. Girl, I ain't got no advice, because I feel like me and you on the same page. We on the same accord. Okay, what she got to do with anything? She can't come here, can't sit here. Come on, Forrest Gump. Can't sit here. This seat is taken. So the baby, drop him off, bring him here. But you're a grown, able-bodied person, ma'am. So I can't help you with that. Period. Not they co-humping, child. Not co-humping. Okay, they really spending time. He trying to move his other woman, his family in is what he trying to do. Trying to move his family in. He is still smashing her. I'm trying to figure out. She's talking about a while back. How long ago was a while back? So much you forgave him. Was it 6 months ago or was it a year ago? I don't believe her. Girl, why is this even a question? You better find a job. Right? The audacity. Ooh, I guess he felt like if she forgave me for having a child on her, at least she'll at least let this. Like, no, I'm not gonna do. What kind of is that? You need to be focusing on finding you a new job. And you mean to tell me you lose your job and then you come to me and ask if she can move in? So if you ain't got no job to take care of these MFers, and I'm the only person that got a job, you mean to tell me that you finna move this into my house? Or think that you could, and I'm gonna be the person that's financing and taking care of your big grown ass, her big grown ass, and a child? You mean to tell me you finna put all your problems under one roof that I'm supposed to take care of? Girl, I don't give a damn about them for better or for worse. No, I'm out. I'm not participating. I won't be a part of that. You're on your own. These Sister Wives shows got me just tripping. Y'all keep telling me to look at that. I'm gonna have to go check it out. I keep saying I am, then my schedule gets so busy. I'm gonna have to check out this Seeking Sister Wives, see what they got going on over there. Okay. Let's go ahead and scoot over because he's tripping. Question 3. She says, I'm pregnant by a doctor I met on Twitter. But he doesn't know it. Now, what is that movie name? What is that movie on Netflix where the doctor ended up giving the ladies his items, his sperm? What is that movie? And had all these ladies having his babies. But y'all didn't know it. Now you mean to tell me this is the reverse? I'm pregnant by this doctor I met on Twitter, but he doesn't know it. He admitted another woman is pregnant. He wants his kids, but doesn't want to marry, and often brags that he has no kids. I fear there may be other women out there. Should I DM the one I know about? Girl, leave that lady alone. I mean, you can, but what if you're wrong? But then you can, and then what if you're right? I don't know. I feel like you should focus on yourself, girl. Focus on yourself. Maybe it would help if you told her. Maybe she would appreciate it. But who's to say she don't already know and she chose not to tell you? Girl, focus on your pregnancy with that doctor. And why would you want to tell her? Because I feel like if you do go down and put some papers on him, she probably gonna get more money than you because she don't put him on papers first before you did. So I just feel like, girl, just sweep around your own front door and your own belly and focus on your own pregnancy. One of the men on the show has some messy drama on that show too. I'm gonna have to check it out. He's trying to be a reverse Nick Cannon. I can't. That's what it's called. Our Father. It's definitely giving Our Father just a little bit. Just a little bit. Should I DM the one I know about? No, you shouldn't. If you gotta ask, my answer is no, not really. Leave that lady alone. Leave that lady alone. Focus on what you got going on, okay? And get him to claim your child. That should be your focus. Let's move on. Question 4. My new husband cheated on me with a woman that used to be a good friend of mine. He was engaged to her, then left her for me. Okay. They reconnected and now she's clout chasing. Girl, you slept with this lady man. You was with this lady man. Talking about your husband cheated on you with a woman that used to be a good friend of yours. He was engaged to her, then he left her. Girl, you took her man. You gonna sit up and talk about this lady up here clout chasing? No, ma'am. You the problem. I don't care if he is your husband now. He was supposed to be somebody else's husband. Anyway, she told me something. Now she's clout chasing by posting pics of him sucking her toes. Well, that's odd. I'm devastated. You should be. I'm sure she was devastated when she was engaged to him and he left her to go be with you. Whole time, never left her for real. Girl, I didn't know I fell asleep on the couch and snoring, child. Anyway, how to get him to come back home. You can't. Why would you want him to come back home? He's caught out there and she's posting pictures of him sucking her toes. Like, what do you think is going to happen next? Like, what else you think is happening behind the scenes? Why would you want him to come back home? Just to say that you want him back? Is that what you're saying? I can't. He out here doing karma's work. He's out here doing karma's work. The fungus. Child. And why would you want them lips on you? He got his lips out on this lady's feet. No, ma'am. No, she needs to create her exit plan. Girl, go to therapy. That's all I got. Oh, and stop sleeping with your friends' partners. With your nasty tail self, ma'am. Let's get to question 5. I convinced my mother-in-law to invest her savings in crypto. She lost everything. Now you know you need your ass whooped. I was wiped out. Oh, no, she says, I was also wiped out. My wife has no idea that I took money out of our joint account and lost that. Now, you could up your money, but why you got up the team money together? My mother-in-law has moved in and we have... Hold on, what? I read this wrong. Give me a second. Because I know he didn't say the mother-in-law done moved in and he's smashing the mother-in-law. Can't be that. He must have, his mother-in-law done moved in and he's smashing his wife and they be smashing off. Because that has to be what he says, right? Okay, let's get back. I'm convinced my mother-in-law to invest her savings in crypto. And she done lost everything. I was also wiped out. My wife has no idea I done took money out of our joint account and lost that too. My mother-in-law has moved in and we have since often. How to avoid trauma. Mother-in-law is jealous. Did I read that? Help me. Help me, please. Did I read it right? So you done moved her mama in so you could smash her mama. And the mama jealous and you trying to keep down on the drama and you done lost both of these ladies' money. I don't even know what they should be complaining about at this point. They should be hooping and hollering and kicking and scratching and kicking your ass out. And you have the audacity to come to the people to ask them how to avoid drama. Then stop with her mama. Like, I don't, what is going on? You don't lose all of our money. And you sticking me, what, and you sticking my mama? Right. This is messy, girl. So I did read it right. Mother-in-law jealous of what you messing with your daughter's husband. That is insane. There was a video going around on Instagram. I had wanted to show it, but y'all know how YouTube gets. But the mama was legit in the bed with this girl boyfriend, her baby daddy. I said, girl, I really hope this was staged. It was a good 3-minute video and homeboy was definitely in his drawers. For sure, he was definitely in his drawers, girl. I said, oh, wow. And then the mama gonna talk about something. You don't need to put our business out there on social media. This is our business. This could have been staying in between these 4 walls and this and that and da-da-da-da-da-da. And what you got in between your legs could have been staying in between your legs, but you decided to open them up for this girl, baby daddy. No, ma'am. So since you want to open your legs wide, then I'm finna open this up wide to the internet so everybody gonna know. Excuse me? Girl, that's your grandchild daddy. Like, y'all be so, ooh. I don't know what be going on with people. I've been trying to post it in the Discord, but it won't let me post. It could be because it's a large file. I think it's like 4 minutes long or something like that. So it could be that. I wish a ninja would. I'll find him and my mama. I don't care. Girl, somebody going to jail. Somebody's getting arrested. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second, guys. But yeah, somebody will have to go to jail for sure. And it wouldn't be me. You'll have to get out of my house immediately, expeditiously. All right, so let's go ahead and keep going. Question 6. Imagine working 2 jobs and then you rush home after the second job to please your jobless man. I'm not rushing home to please not now jobless man. Excuse me? Excuse me? Rushing home to do what? You must be young. You got to be young. That stuff you do when you young. You should be doing that now. What they say, a man that don't work, don't eat. Well, hell, if you ain't working, then you ain't getting you. So it's a whole lot that you won't be eating and you won't be getting. Then he gives us a soft non-performance. Oh, wow. So what you rushing home to please then? If he's not, what are you rushing home to do? To please him from getting jealous and upset because you probably got more going on than he does and he's feeling inadequate and wants you to feel the same way? Wait, so what are you rushing home for? Then he asked for more oral foreplay. Still soft. Are you sure it's you that he won't? Are you sure that it's you that he won't? Then he casually says, do you mind if my ex teach you how to do? And she got the audacity to ask for some advice. Girl, you had me at Jobless Man for me. You had me at rushing home for me. Like, and you have the audacity to ask for some advice? And this man legit asked you if you mind if his ex teaches you how to do it. You don't think that the ex ain't coming over there when you're not there? So are you rushing home to please him, or are you rushing home to see if you finna catch that ex in your bed? Like, what is it giving? What is it giving? He can get out now. Now. Right now. Get your ass out. Right. Casually kick his jobless ass out of your place. Right. Just insane. Rush to the nearest slow bus stop. My advice is stop being stupid. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is insane. There is actually a part 2 to this. There's a part 2 to this. So let's get into this part 2. Or at least he responded. So he responded. Ooh, yeah. He says, imagine your girlfriend begs you to babysit her 3 kids so she can save on daycare. Imagine she works at KFC and comes home smelling like chicken with old biscuit crumbs in her bra. Yet she refuses to bathe and grates with her teeth. What would you do? Still get your ass up and go get a job. That's what you should do. Okay. You're not finna sit up here and ask this woman to let your ex teach you how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's the fact that you knew that she was talking exactly about you, because when these questions come in, they're anonymous. So you knew she was talking exactly about your jobless. So you just confirmed what it was that she was saying. Then you come back trying to throw her under the bus, talking about babysitting her 3 kids, which we know you really not. Okay. And she probably thinking it's the least that you can do. But ma'am, I wouldn't trust that man around my kids like that. No, ma'am, you gotta get that together, girl. You're gonna have to just pay the daycare. Girl, it is high now. It is, I ain't gonna lie to you, girl. You ain't got no family member or somebody, because girl, they be asking for a mortgage the way they be out here asking for let me tell y'all something. The way they done crack down on some of these clinics, you can't go in and you know, get an abort or anything like that, girl. On top of these childcare, let me tell you, y'all ain't got to worry about it. What them TikToks be saying? You ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to worry about me. So you mean that that's probably the contraception. People finna sit up here and look at these prices for their child to go to daycare. The younger they are, I'm sure the more it's finna cost. And then you mean to tell me she can't go and get snipped or whatever the case may be, get rid of that? The baby that's in the stomach, whatever, you know what I'm saying, embryo, fetus, whatever you want to call the child, she can't get rid of it. You mean to tell me she's stuck with it? Then you got to pay these science prices. Oh, you ain't got to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me, girl. And then inflation, and you already know how they go. Once you go up, you stuck. Literally, come on, Cardi. Because I don't see nothing decreasing. Because once they get y'all used to the pricing and where it's at, it's going to stay there. Okay, that's where it's going to be. It's going to stay. Okay. So, oh, wow, girl. Only thing that is going to come down just a tad is going to be the gas prices. And they not going to come down that much because they're going to shoot right back up come Thursday evening. Whoo, you ain't got to worry about me. Okay. It's a whole lot going on out here in these streets, honey. I'm trying to tell you, child. And then he got the audacity to sit up here and complain about how this lady over here grating on his peen. Whew. He felt crazy. These people asking for advice. Do they not feel embarrassed just typing these stories out? The embarrassment alone should let you know what to do. Right. But I guess they feel okay since their face isn't shown when they send this stuff in. The prices are, or at least their name, like don't nobody know who they are. The prices for an infant are very much a monthly mortgage, and that's for a decent child care center. Okay. And even some of the nicest child care centers are being called into question when you're seeing that, okay, it's really a nice facility, it's in a nice area. We also get to watch our children, see when they eat, see when they do things. You see some black kids getting skipped over, not even getting their food. You seeing more than one teacher sitting up here assaulting these little babies. You know what I'm saying? And they over here getting charges. Girl, you just can't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot going on out here in these streets, squirrel. Ooh, I tell you, child. I tell you. Ooh, thank you so much, 2Ls, for the super chat. Nah, sis, he said her horse let me know, girl. I couldn't tell from here. I didn't know if that was a horse or a cheetah. So I don't know what kind of teeth them is. I just said the teeth. He would have to go pass it and don't collect $200 because he is broke. Ask that ex. That's what he needs to do. Go back to your ex. That's exactly what he needs to do. Childcare is literally giving double rent mortgage. Listen, it's crazy, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy out here. The times that we are in, girl. I sure miss when rent was in like 3 digits. Girl, it'll never be that. Girl, I remember when rent was like $400 and something dollars. Girl, they said let us add 1,000 to that. Okay, and it's gonna be for a 1 bedroom. Ooh, it's crazy. She probably buying his jobless. She's probably biting his jobless is on purpose. Who finna suck jobless peen? Child, both of them need to slap themselves. I can't. I pay $550 a week. And sometimes it's 5 weeks in a month. Ooh. Oh, geez, Louise. Wait a minute. That's probably a mortgage for a $500,000 home. I'm sorry. Yeah, about $500,000 house. Well, let me multiply that by 12 months. Now I'm going to do 52 weeks. 52. Baby, that's definitely somebody's salary. Oh, wow. That's a, where are you? What area are you in? What state? Just give me the state. What state are you in? This is crazy. Ooh, shit. 150. I mean, not 50,000, but $550. Jesus, my God. Ooh, Arizona. Oh, wow. That's why I'm hanging on to this $750 for my 3 bedroom until I can't no more. I need about 2 more years till I can buy. I know that's real. Hold on, honey. Change is coming. That's what they say. We don't know when it's coming, girl, but we gonna see. That is insane. About 2,500. You talking about a month? About 2,500 in a month? And you in Hawaii? Everything in Hawaii is high. I've never been. I've always heard it. Always wanted to go to Hawaii. I heard it's high out there, girl. My rent was 3 digits, but you better believe I was up in that hood. Period. Okay, up in the hood. And I hate how they do people out there in the hood. This one lady was on the news and she was talking about how she had kind of like mold in her home, water damage, all kind of stuff going on, insects, roaches, all of that everywhere. They kept saying they was gonna get it taken care of, never gotten it taken care of. Like, why are they not having to meet a certain standard in code like these restaurants? That stuff pisses me off. What I also don't understand is how they're able to compete with brand new apartments that's right next door up the street. You could never compare. Sorry. Because when y'all do y'all renovations, y'all be putting this fake ass vinyl and all this other stuff down. Like, you cannot compete where you can't compare. So don't be trying to raise your price to match this person because they're in the market. They have a reason. They just built this property, probably $1 million project plus. It makes sense why they're charging that. They're going to have most of the upgrades. But when these apartments go in and they upgrade, they really don't renovate how they really should. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all be trying to be over here and tax people. And it's like, what is up with that? Like, what are the housing laws? What are the residential laws? What does apartments and things fall under? That, like, who's over that to be able to restrict them on what it is that they can and cannot do? Because y'all need to change it. And then, especially here in Georgia, they start doing this thing where literally yesterday's price is not today's price. You can get this 1 bedroom for $1,100, but if you don't get it today, you know, we don't know what it's going to be tomorrow. It could be $13. Girl, what happened to standard rates? Ain't shit in the apartment changing. So why is the price changing? Like, girl, it should be a flat fee. Don't be trying to come at me on no market rate. It's just all bogus. And it's just sad. A lot of these apartment complexes are empty now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are empty, but they're not altering their prices. I feel like, of course, they're going to continue to have higher prices because they're going to try to accommodate and make up for them not making money in some of those other apartments. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's crazy. Jamie, that's the gag. They did this at my complex. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I can't, y'all. You can't find milk there, like, for your child. Oh, you can't find milk less than $10 to $12. Jeez Louise. Goodness gracious. I paid $1,200 for a raggedy 1 bedroom in a college town in the Midwest. The cost of living here is ridiculous. Ooh. Before Katrina, my rent was $428 for a 1 bedroom apartment that had 600 square feet. After Katrina, same apartment for $698, and they didn't renovate anything, just price gouged because the state didn't protect us. And that's the thing, they don't. But I also feel like myself, like, I wouldn't even know who to complain to. Like, that's gonna, involve some research to really find out, like, who are the people. We do a lot of protesting, but I feel like it's time for people to get out and protest some of these home laws or whatever, whatever you want to call it when it comes to these apartments. Like, that is ridiculous. And then now they got this thing where they're telling people you got to make like 3 times the rent in order to stay in a certain area. I've been seeing that all over TikTok. I'm like, bro, I'm sure these people was making 3 times the rent. Your property would be the last one that they chose to go into. Like, what the hell? It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. But, yeah, I do appreciate you all for joining. This live definitely went much longer than what I wanted it to go, but I appreciate everybody for joining. Definitely be sure to like up the video. I do appreciate you all. Also share the video, all of that great stuff. Yeah, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jamithatsme. Thank you again for joining, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.